Shalom, 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 everybody.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. Hey, Ika.
Hello.
Hey, Moochie.
Hello.
Mm.
Hey, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Of course, we are here today. It is, Sunday throwback movie, Black Caesar. Ciao.
Love me some Fred Williamson. Oh, I love Fred.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Lord, child. He was a
Love all
sexy,
his
sexy
movies.
man, but Lord, this movie,
Oh
y'all.
no, he's terrible, but I still love him. I always thought he was fine, and
Oh, God.
he in his 80s and still strong. Like he's not a weak
Mm-hmm.
80-year
Exactly.
old. Look at
Mm-hmm.
84 or something. And I just saw an
Yeah.
interview with him on Vlad TV. He looked strong and his mind is good. I said, "Go ahead, Fred Williamson.
Yes.
You doing this time?"
Before we get into the movie, guys, we do want to take out a minute. Um, Moochie, you want to take it away first?
All right. So we had a one of our subscribers, and it's a subscriber to all. If you are following us, we I'm gonna give you like the branch, the whole tree of where I come from. And I came from Lamont Tyson. Then I started doing videos with myself, Nita the Diva, Miss K, Brillo, Mo.J, J More Reviews, Detroit Kings, Tamika Den's my right hand. So we've been doing videos together, and Savannah Rose Rivers Amore has been a subscriber to all of our channels. When we go live, she donates not to one, but to all channels.
Mhm.
If you haven't gone live in a couple of days, she's the sister that hit you up on the ground to see if everything's all good and if you all right. And I I was it was bothering me for a long time because I haven't spoken to this person. And then I find out last night, well, the night before last, scrolling through Facebook, that she has passed. She will be missed. She was quick and witty with the comments, and a very, very sweet person. So I'm going to let the other ladies share and speak, because Tamika, all of us had like a little bond with this woman.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I'm gonna let Tamika speak. We all are gonna miss her.
Mhm.
Yeah, she definitely will be missed. To piggyback off of Moochie, one of my first supporters, first subscribers, one of my members, even though I haven't even really got to put nothing in there for y'all as far as the membership, like just would check on me, send me messages all the time, tell me all the time how much my self care helped. Whether it was dealing with things at work, health, things with, just would just check on me just because. And sometimes, especially between her and Kendall, and I said this once before, I think when I was doing one of my self care Saturday lives, they wouldn't even know that I would be going through it that day. And I could get a message from them out of nowhere where I'm like, that's God working through, because I really needed it at that particular time. And definitely was just a supporter of us all. So this one hit me hard yesterday. I was really, really out of it. But, we back at it today. I feel like that's what she want us to do. And so definitely rest in peace. You gained your wings, fly high, 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 high.
Mhm.
So Inga,
Mhm.
you want to add anything to
I,
that?
I agree with both of you ladies. She was always putting a smile. Oh, she was always the one with the comic relief in the comments, deliberately putting in wrong answers, and we would just bust out laughing. I love the fact that she was donating to everybody's page. It might just be $1, $2, but just the she took time. She took her money, her time to go around to everybody's page. Everybody. She always called me Blondie because of my blonde hair. I always say, "Hey, Blondie," and call us the Golden Girls on here. She would call us that. I remember that. She was just sweet in the I didn't know her personally, but just from the comments, we had good time in the comments, laughing and cutting up in the comments. So it hit me too on Friday night when I got the word from Moochie, and I don't know what I felt sad. You know, it's like you feeling sad for somebody you don't personally know, but I felt like I do know her. And then especially since now I went in Facebook and started going into her history where people was posting about her life, and now I found out things about her that that we didn't know, and that makes it even more touching. So I hope that she was surrounded around family, friends, or just loved ones, whoever it may be, in her transition. And like you said, fly high. And we're gonna keep your name go Shallow. That was her calling always Shallow to everybody. So I'm gonna be using that. I think we all probably gonna use it now, in her honor. So anyway, that's why we have to check on each other. Even people in these comments, we don't know if we don't see people. We got to put a shout out. Say, hey, anybody seen
Yeah.
so and so after if we ain't seen you after 2 weeks, we gonna have to start shouting some names.
And I
out.
definitely do be noticing. Like I was like, oh, what's going on? Like I tried sending a message to say happy holidays and different things, and I wasn't getting no response. So when I tell y'all that, y'all my little YouTube family and friends, and y'all all welcome in the den, like I mean that with my whole heart. That's why I be trying to do the little appreciation posts and different things like that to
shine a light,
shine a light and different things of that nature, because it really is appreciated. Y'all don't have to take the time out to watch our stuff and like our stuff and give us support. It definitely does not go unnoticed. So yeah.
Oh, I'm getting a little teary-eyed thinking about it. But anyway,
yeah,
we love her. She's in our heart, and everybody knows her. So these are all the regular people. Everybody knows her. So
hey, Samara. So yeah, so I
Kendall
think
said she was a beacon. Oh, okay.
like I remember we were backstage talking, and I personally called because I didn't hear from this person, and I met Savannah through YouTube. So and we got
I just sent messages on IG, but I had a feeling.
I did everything, and I was so concerned.
I said she's in the hospital or something.
Yeah,
I'm not shocked, but I'm still saddened because I knew that I knew she had been very sick. So
yeah.
Oh, anyway.
So yes, you guys, we just wanted to take some time out for that. We appreciate everybody coming through. And now, shallow, we gonna continue and we gonna get into
the shenanigans of this movie.
Yes. What did y'all think that this age well? We always talk about the aging of the movies.
Some things no. And then some things we dealing with right now on Power with Rock and all that. So,
yes.
So some things, yes, and a couple of things with Helen, no. So
yes.
I thought as far as the action part, it did age well. It kept my interest through the whole thing. Only thing when I watched it a little bit too late, and I couldn't stay up but when I went back to watch it this morning,
I just watched
and remember the last time I seen this movie, I told you I was like maybe 7 or 8 or something like that.
Oh, I've probably seen it 1,000,000 times. I love it.
And I mean where I don't remember. I remember the movie. I remember Fredwilliamson, but I saw all of the other movies or the later movies.
Right.
So this had me hooked from the beginning, just because of the fun fact with this. They had James Brown composed all the music to this, y'all.
Please,
and
y'all.
everything was
listen to the soundtrack.
Yes.
It's on YouTube. You can listen to the whole soundtrack.
Yes.
You're going to be jamming. Like, you know what I'm saying? James, but everybody know James Brown, okay?
And it's a lot of stuff that
you live
a lot
under
of rappers sample too.
Yes,
a lot
absolutely.
of those beats that was on this movie score were beats that Das Effects sample, Public Enemy. I could go on and on and on to the break of dawn.
But he's one of the most sampled
Ice-T, Big Bang King,
that's why I said
he's one of the most sampled artists between him and George Clinton. They're the most sampled artists of all time.
Right.
So the soundtrack is fire. I was in here grooving. Yeah, it's a great soundtrack. One of the best soundtracks. We have
Definitely.
to probably do a list one day of
We gotta
soundtracks
do
of
a
movies.
list of the
Mhm.
top 10 soundtrack. Well,
Soundtracks
it
of
gotta
different
be
of
more
all
for
different types of
movies.
movies. Yeah.
All different
Oh,
genres.
absolutely.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, it's a great movie. And once everybody gets a chance to see Black Caesar, you have to watch the sequel, Hell Up in Harlem, because the
Yes,
Mhm.
story continues on after the
Yeah,
exactly.
end.
that
I
was
ain't gonna put the
something that
track
I
shoes on,
wanted
Moochie. I
to
ain't gonna talk about,
Okay,
but
what
it
yeah,
continues
I wa-
Tamika
on
had
after.
that
yeah, I wanted to give part of
as
that
a fun
as
fact.
a fun fact because I never looked at it as a sequel.
Oh
And the
no, it
funny,
is because it's a
I
continuous
know
story.
it
Yeah,
is,
yeah.
but I never looked at it as one. And the funny thing about it is that when this was first released, they
Mhm.
actually cut that ending out. So all in
I
Europe
heard
and
that.
other places, they was not showing this ending
Yeah,
that
correct.
we see now. Then when it was later released to VHS, that's when they started showing that ending. But
Mhm.
yeah, he said that this movie was such a success that they wanted him to make another one immediately. He was like,
Yeah,
hurry up before they be wanting more money.
yeah,
And he
yeah,
didn't even
yeah.
have a script for it. He said they just started shooting, and later
Yeah,
that would become known as
yeah.
the sequel, Hell Up in Harlem. Something else I thought was interesting. Originally, Sammy Davis Jr. came to him
Yeah.
and wanted to do a movie, and they
Mhm.
was thinking about calling it Little Caesar because of
Yes,
him being a small frame guy. He
I
wanted to
heard
do
that. Yeah.
something different. But then
Mhm.
some kind of way, I guess when he went back to him after he wrote everything up, it was gonna be $10,000, and he didn't have the money because of owing the IRS or something with the IRS. And then they went to somebody else that funded it, and they ended up getting, of course, Fred Williamson to play the lead, and it became something else completely different. What we know now is Black Caesar, but I thought that was interesting too. I definitely didn't know about that
And,
part with Sammy Davis.
another fun fact that people may not know:
Mhm.
Fred Williamson used to be a football player. He
Yes,
in
yes,
the
Mm-hmm.
NFL.
yes,
Yeah, and
With
yes.
them dreamy
he
eyes.
was in the very first Super
Mhm.
Bowl. He has the Super
Yes.
Bowl ring, Super Bowl one, whatever year that was, Super Bowl one.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
has the ring and he wears on his finger all the time. So,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I was
yeah.
melting with the younger version of him, and I was melting with the older version of him.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
talking
I
about in
love
the movie
I love
wise.
all them Fred Williamson
The
Yes.
movies.
the
I
the
mean,
kid
Yes.
that
Hell
the
Up in
kid that
Harlem,
played
Bucktown,
Yes. He was
Hammer.
a little cutie pie.
Y'all
the
just
kid
need to
that
go.
played him looked so much like him.
Yes, that
It
was
was
a great
like
pick.
it could have been his teenage son.
Yes,
Mm.
absolutely.
I
Hmm.
don't
So
want them to remake this though. I hope they don't
no,
remake this.
leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Leave it
You
alone.
know what I would like for people them to do start doing? If anybody has like a movie theater, they need
Hmm.
to start showing these black exploitation, like
Good
re-showing
idea.
them. I would go to the
Great.
movies to see some
Yes,
of these
great
movies.
idea. Yes.
I
Absolutely.
Yeah. To go
I
back
think
and
that
watch
would be
Shaft
a
on the big screen
fantastic idea.
and all these Three the Hard Way, all these movies on the big
Hmm.
screen. Yes, that would
The map,
yeah,
all of them.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
So
Absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah.
Moochie, did you want me to pull this card up?
yeah, that's the cast.
Okay.
So we have they updated a lot of these pictures,
Hmm.
everybody, and there's one person I got a fun fact for y'all.
Okay.
Do y'all see Vi Avery?
Uh-huh.
Who is it me? Or does he look like the guy that plays Mr. Ripple Don't Squeeze the Charmin?
No, that's not him though. I mean,
No,
he
I
might look
know.
like it,
I
but that's
said,
not.
is it me? So I guess it's me. They
Yeah, no,
informed me.
I know what you said though,
I
but that's
No,
know,
not him.
yeah.
I was just saying, like, I want to know who's the person that played the Charmin guy. Because the actor is
Oh
the
no.
actor, and he could be
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, yeah. I
I'm
forgot his
just
name. Yeah,
saying. Look, I'm
yeah, I
about
forgot
to
his
Google
name.
it, but
And then
Fred Williamson
the
was the main star in this.
mhm.
And hold on, I gotta bring my screen bigger because y'all
and
know
the
I
and
only
the
got my
daddy,
fingers on
the
it.
daddy, the daddy, he gets ruthless in Hell Up in Harlem. That's all I'm
Yes,
gonna say about because I don't want to
Julius
spoil it for y'all.
Harris is his father.
Hmm.
Deval Martin is the guy that played the Reverend, and he was in another movie. I got this
He
fun
played in
fact last
lots of black
night,
movies.
and it was a listen. He was in the next Fred Williamson movie with him,
He played in a lot
and
of black exploitation movies, like with some with Pam
exactly
Grier too. So if
right.
y'all just Google his name, he got a whole list of movies, you know.
And you also had this. You also
Oh,
had
wait
the
a minute,
star
Moochie.
that
In,
was.
in the Dolomite, that Dolomite remake that Eddie Murphy did, that guy, I mean, Wesley Snipes was playing that guy's character. Then- So,
Oh,
yeah, Dolomite. That's what I'm saying. See, yeah, yeah, he played in so many things, you know.
he played in a lot of movies.
Mhm.
But we also had somebody that was one of the James Bond girls in this movie,
Oh
which
yes,
is Gloria Hendry.
yes,
She was in Live and Let Die. If you saw that movie, that was the big girl in the bikini that was with
and she could
James
kick tail
Bond.
too. She knew that all that
And
kung fu stuff.
she was doing kung fu. She was in movies with Jim Kelly and all of that.
Jim,
So
yes, she sure
and,
was.
and,
Yeah.
and that's another fine mother father, all right?
Oh
But
yes. Yeah, they was
so
fine back in the, and they were. That's what I'm saying. They were meant. What you call a man's man? They were alpha
manly,
men. They
like
was
a
like they.
man,
They,
right?
they wasn't these little zesty, sassy men we got out now. They was
What's up?
real.
What's up, RC? And Gloria Hendry was in Black Belt Jones.
Yes,
Yes,
I
that's the
have that
movie
on
with Jim
DVD.
Kelly.
RC, I have it on DVD. Yes,
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 and Suburbia Jones. You're right. She was in Let's Do It Again. So they
yes,
had some. This was like some of the cream of the crop with the
yes.
black
All star
exploitation
cast.
movies.
Yeah. hmm
Okay.
The
Look,
lady
my
who
brother
played the
walked in. That's why
mama,
I was laughing like that. I'm
the,
sorry, y'all.
the lady who played the mama, she was in Claudine. She had a little
Yes.
small little role. One of the ladies on the bus.
She was on the Lady on the Bus. I
On
said
the
that
bus,
last
yeah.
night. That's right, yo. And
Talking about
she was,
what was she talking about? You ain't get your cornflakes. Some of that.
you know what got me with her? I
hmm
don't, I'm gonna wait till we get there. But like I said, I don't know if he was the shaman dude. I want to Google it now to see if it is. So
I
we'll
don't
know
think it's
by
a
the
thing.
What's up,
I could be
EJ?
wrong.
What's up, Candy
Mhm.
Love?
and,
Yes, Kendall. You know a lot of these men out here now a little sassy and zesty. So these was real
Zesty, I
men then.
can't.
You
right.
know
I
what I'm
just wanted to
saying?
elaborate a little bit on the cast, Tamika. I'm sorry if I don't
Yeah. No,
want
it's
to.
okay. Okay.
But I'm gonna look up to see if Val Avery was Mr. Sharman because I know a face.
All
I mean, I could be wrong. I just
I
don't.
don't know.
right,
I told
y'all.
you that's why I asked, is it me? I'm not saying I'm right. I'm like, is it me or do
So
he
we
look like him?
started September 5th, 1953. Now, one thing I do like about this movie, because I felt the same way as Inga. Some things for me age well, some things didn't. It was a little triggering. I was like, what the hell going on here?
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I did like was the 125th Street, like the seeing the skyline and the different places of New York City, that's the different landmark marks. It, like, I have so many memories with 125th Street because my mother used to always go there to go shopping, and I loved seeing like all of those different things in the background. Now, most of this was filmed in New York, but some things was actually filmed in LA. But that was one aspect that I did like outside of some of the other storytelling. So of course, anybody want to break this thing down? How we started out?
Tamika, did you ever live in Harlem?
Well, I was born in Harlem. I was born in Harlem Hospital. Then my mother moved from there to 183rd, and then we moved where I'm at now, which I've been here over 30 years. I grew up here, and then my mom left.
Wow.
So she never used to take us to parks in the Bronx. We went to parks in Harlem. We would go back to Harlem, hang out in the park, go shopping. I used to get my little Buster Brown shoes on 125th Street.
Buster Brown. Okay, you
Uh-uh.
taking it back, girl.
I
Buster.
used
I
my mother
remember the
used to
Yeah.
Buster
buy me
Brown shoes. Yes.
my mother used to buy me coward shoes because I had narrow feet.
No, we showing our ages, ladies.
Yeah.
But
Um,
I'm all
So
right with that, though.
he was here shining these shoes.
Mhm.
hmm
oh,
But
you say you
go-
wanted to.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
break
go
it
ahead.
down.
Go ahead.
So you had some random white guy, and we have. Well, I don't even know. I forgot his name as a. Hold up. We had some random dude, and then we had Black Caesar's character
hmm
as a teenager shining his shoes,
Mhm.
and he was down with the hit. He
hmm
made sure dude stayed there and got them hot ones put in him, y'all, and
Yes, he
took off
did.
running.
Yeah,
And y'all,
I was like,
and why did,
wait a minute.
The
and y'all,
minute
why
the
did the
movie starts, the minute the action starts,
oh,
y'all. This is
Yeah,
an
absolutely, yeah.
old school movie, but you're gonna be um captivated from the moment the
Oh,
music
it's no
drops
boring
and
scenes. It's
from the
no,
moment the
yeah,
action starts.
right,
yes,
right, right. But why did the every time somebody shoot a gun, it look like ketchup,
yes, yes. You know that's how these
like
old
red
movies
paint? Yeah,
was.
yeah, yeah.
So this is like when we see that, he getting paid for what he had to do, because he literally stood there and held the guy daggone leg so he would be able to get the daggone shots off. And then, like Moochie said, when running. So Inga, what did you think about this when he comes to give what is this, Captain Jet, the officer?
Yeah, Captain Races. Okay,
Yeah.
now you
Uh-huh.
talk about something not aging well. That's
Yes,
we can put
that
that on the
pissed
list.
me
It's not
off.
aging well.
But this is the real. This is how it
Yes,
was.
Oh no,
yes.
no, I'm
This
saying,
is
but it, not aging well
again.
for
This is the
now.
part
Yeah,
where it did age well.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because now we would have beat the hell out that dude now, but
Yeah.
but
So that's one thing. This is the first thing we see that didn't age
Mm-hmm.
well.
yeah,
We gonna let look. I'm taking a list, y'all.
yeah.
But
He was a racist.
Yes.
Call him a shine boy and all sort kind of stuff. He
hmm
was just real disrespectful. So
Yeah, he was using that N word a little too much for me. Then kicked him down the
mhm,
stairs, beating on him and all of that.
yeah,
and
yeah.
messed up, broke his leg, yo.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Mm,
like the fact that he went in here with a plan, y'all. He
Yeah.
knew he
yeah.
was gonna get some time, but he
Yeah.
was telling his homeboy, "Look, I know they not messing with you, and you the only one that come see me,
Mhm.
but I want you to finish school.
Yeah.
Right.
I want you to finish school because while I'm on the inside, I'm gonna be learning my thing. And
Yeah.
when we
Mm-hmm.
come back together,
Mhm.
we about to do some big things." He
Right.
Yeah.
said that
Right.
is so much work. I
Mhm.
loved it.
Yeah, I love that relationship.
Yeah. Then we
hmm
went to October 23rd, 1965, y'all, and it was on and popping.
And we start hearing that James Brown soundtrack
Yes.
kick in by this
Dun,
time.
dun,
Yeah.
dun.
It
Yeah.
kicked in from the moment that the movie started, Inga.
Mhm.
Right.
So what did y'all think about this when he come in here and see homeboy in the barber shop?
I thought it was smooth. I thought it was smooth. I liked the way he sat
I
laid
like the
back
way he
in his
handled it. Yeah.
chair. I
Mm-hmm.
liked the way that he was like, "You keep doing your work over there." It was hot. And he
Yeah.
actually put fear in this man's heart.
Mhm.
Yeah, because
Moochie.
at first he was trying to be cute. And my thing is, why would you try to grab the freaking blade and jump up like you really was going to be faster than the damn bullet? Child.
hmm
Exactly. Yeah. And he told the barber, he said, I ain't gonna let you shave me.
he was like, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry."
Mhm.
Yeah,
He
he was
told
nervous. You couldn't blame him for that. He was over there just nipping him.
Yo, he was nicking him a couple of times. He said, "Look, you trying to just pick at him, brother."
mhm. You look how he jumped about that barber chair. How you gonna jump and the gun right in front of your face like that?
Exactly.
It's late. He caught slipping. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yep.
this was nasty, right?
Now what? Inga, break this one down.
I would scream if I'm eating my spaghetti or whatever I'm eating, and somebody throw an ear or any body part
Mm.
in it. I am probably going to fall out. That's disgusting.
Yeah, that was
But this
definitely
guy is
disgusting.
a racist too. But
Yes.
not
hmm
the mob
Mm-hmm.
mob Italian dudes. That's how they
Mm-hmm.
talked to blacks and treated us
Mm-hmm.
back then. And
Yup.
but he had a plan, like Moochie said. His plan was to go and take over everything, and we'll get to all that as it go on.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a plan.
Yeah, I mean, he had to respect it because he was even like, "How the hell you know Italian? Where you learn that at?" He was
Mhm.
impressed at the same time, but still trying to
Yo,
down him.
I
Yeah.
already know the deal. He found some Italians on the inside, and they
Yeah,
was
he said.
like
I
a
think he said
gabagool,
that.
gabagool.
Mm-hmm.
They learned how to talk it. I'm just saying. You know what I liked best about this part, Tamika?
Mm-hmm.
The way he said, "You know how you're not supposed to sit with your back to the door," and then he sat right next to him.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mhm.
thought that was like, yo, he letting them know that it's about to go down.
He
Right.
was
You know,
smooth with it. Yeah, Kendall, that's supposed to be spaghetti, child. It wasn't no
mhm.
sauce. That spaghetti looked dry as
It
hell.
looked all dry. Probably had ketchup on or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm. But one
So,
thing I have to say,
uh-huh.
their costumes, their suits was. I'm telling you, this is
Yes,
when men
like
dress
I
like.
loved all this part, like the way the wardrobe was, and
I
we
had
seeing
to,
the hats
I
out there for sale. We seeing the afros out there for sale. You could go buy you an afro and plop it on your head. We seen
Oh
the
well, you know, a lot of
Apollo.
people had Afro wigs back in the day too.
Yes,
Yeah, not
I
everybody
loved
could grow
all
no
of this.
Afro, so people did have Afro wigs. Yeah.
Tamika, you know what
Mhm.
I wanted to ask you? Does any of this, the scenery of Harlem, look familiar to you when you were a little girl?
Yeah, some of it, like when they showed, I think is the shoe repair store. That was
Mm-hmm.
there for a lot of years before it was gone. You know, a lot of that, of course, is not around no more. But that looked familiar to me. I think it was a bookstore that looked familiar to me. Of course, we know the Apollo is still there. You know, a lot of these things been gone, but some of them stores was there for years and years before they left. So I
Now
was
they
like,
done,
Zach, I can remember us walking past that store. You know, this was before my time though, but it, like, you know, for it to still have been around years later when my mom was shopping when I was little, that stuck out to me. I was like, oh shoot.
and you
Like
know
it looked familiar.
they done tried to gentrify Harlem now, so you got white
Oh
people
yeah,
walking
it's
up
all
there
Right,
changed. It's
and
all
Whole
right, they
Foods
changed.
and yeah,
Yeah,
have.
they
mhm,
been did that. Yeah.
yeah,
They started
mhm,
that when I remember when they were selling all them brownstones back in the 90s.
Yeah.
By the
mhm,
Hmm.
time we came into the early 2000s, Harlem was almost all the way gentrified.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it
mhm,
definitely was been changing over
mhm,
time, and then the
mhm,
little bit that probably was still left over, of course, once we was in the panorama and all of that, a lot of
mhm.
whatever was left got wiped out. So
Yeah,
it's a
right,
completely
right,
different. But yeah,
yeah,
it was like,
yeah.
oh shoot, that's why I said it was kind of nostalgia. I was like, oh shoot, but
And
I
my
like
dad
just the
always wore
scenery and all
hats.
them showing there.
My dad used to put suits on with hats. Like that was the thing. All his friends, all the men they always has a hat with the suits. You
Y'all want
know,
to hear
it
something crazy? My phone, when I answer, when my dad calls, my
mhm.
Hmm.
father got a long leather black trench coat on, one of them hats.
Yeah.
It's an
Hmm.
old picture, but that's
Mhm.
like my favorite picture of my dad.
Mhm.
Hmm.
So
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah,
he be
so
wearing
they
stuff
was
like
just
that.
like showing him walking around Harlem, and right now he's taking over. You know, he's gaining all these
Mhm.
different spots. Because when he asked the guy for the spot in Harlem, he was like, "What you want with that? You ain't really gonna be able to do nothing with it." He said, "Oh yes, I am."
No,
And
because
not
he know
only did
Harlem.
he just wanted, not only did he want New York, but he actually wanted to branch out and be able to go to LA, Detroit. It was a couple different places because he
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah, he
"I
wanted
can
to
keep
expand. Yeah.
control." Yeah. So he was on top of it. He knew exactly what his game plan was going to be, like Moochie said.
But he knew the
Um,
Hmm.
streets of Harlem, so he could take over Harlem, you know.
mhm. Yeah,
And he was taking over parts where nobody was.
right.
He created his own lane. He just was
Mhm.
like, look, I'm about to do this. I want y'all to stand down, back off. He had the Italian dude to be the face of it. And
Hmm.
then he was like,
Mhm.
we
Mhm.
worried about the people in Cali.
Mhm.
Right.
Do y'all think that maybe he is similar to Nicky Barnes?
Yes. I
Hmm.
believe that
In Nicky Barnes' heyday when he was running the
Yeah.
I
streets. Yeah.
believe that this was like, you know how when people write stuff and
Mhm.
they
Hmm.
model it after some people,
Yes.
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 but it's
Yeah.
not true.
Not yeah, it's not
I
Yeah.
his story,
believe
but yeah, modeled after. Yeah.
I believe he
Hmm.
used this. The writer used this as they used Nicky
Yeah.
Barnes. I
Yeah.
do believe that.
Mhm.
And added his flavor
Look at
to it.
these dudes. They all crooked.
Hmm.
All of these groups.
Yeah. He goes to this meeting. Either one of y'all want to talk about this?
Go ahead, Mom.
Monique
Oh,
69 says he's my father's still dressed.
Yeah,
Ain't
because
nothing wrong with it.
ain't nothing wrong
Hey,
with
and it,
that. There's nothing wrong
this
with
is when we see Reverend Rufus.
mm-hmm.
And we got I know one of them is a lawyer, one is a cop. I forget who the other person was, but we just talking about how we
No,
want this
you
to
can't
be
forget who the
bigger.
other person is, Tamika. The
I'm
other person
sorry.
is his boy that's there.
Hmm.
His homeboy is there.
Oh yeah, Reverend
This
Rufus.
is the
Oh
yeah,
first time we see
Joe.
him.
Yeah,
Joe. He's right there.
Joe. Yes,
Joe is there.
yes. So they all have their intricate parts that they trying to play, and it's like we want to get into all the different aspects. Like the Reverend is breaking it down to them, like we could have different nonprofits and things, but we don't even have to pay taxes. Like this is where the church could come in at. So it's bigger than it just being about, because he had these ledgers, right? The ledgers was really the power, and whereas a lot of these movies or shows, we probably would just see the drug aspect of it. It was a lot bigger than that. We know it's stuff with numbers, it's stuff from all different type of ways where we can get tap exempt things, and it's like, the rich white people be getting all this while we can't get it, and we could come in and get it all together. At least that's how he presented it to them at that time.
And the Reverend dude, he was a con artist,
Right.
He was acting like he could heal people and
everything.
Yes. Later on, he
yes,
found God and all that, but but at the beginning, he was a con artist, like a lot of these Reverends, they be out here, trying to get money.
So he was like, shoot, if we could get it, why not? So they all was pretty much, showing what they could bring to the table. And this was funny to me too, because he had all these different women that want him, and he ain't even paying them no mind. He's trying to push her off. We know the woman he want. Yeah. Lord of mercy. Won't you want to break this one down?
Look, he had some nice looking women, but when he came in here, he was like, look, I want you to keep playing and don't stop playing. And she was like, she was playing though. And then she stopped, but she heard a little ruckus, but she kept on playing though.
Yeah, she ain't know what he was about. She was like, like, it's funny because she was complaining to him how they was treating her. And he was like, oh, don't worry, baby. I'm going to take care of it for you.
Exactly.
She was complaining about all of that. She was singing. She's like basically like a nightclub singer.
Right.
And this was his girl. This is his girl.
And then with them ledgers, that's
What's
how
up,
everybody was running numbers back in the day.
Yes.
They got them ledgers to write down all the stuff that to keep track of stuff. But
so now he got even more power with him getting access to this and taking all of them out. And now we get back to homeboy. They see each other from eye to eye, from back in the days.
But now they on equal footing now, though.
Right. Yeah. Now he got the power.
Yeah. And
he's the chief of police now, though.
And this cracker, he don't like it.
Nut that broke his leg.
Yeah, this racist.
Yeah. So the lawyer was basically saying, look, I know y'all got history, but let bygones be bygones. Right now, the money is bigger than whatever issues y'all have.
Yeah. Well, what did Rock say? She told Marvin, let's get this money. That's it. So
exactly.
That's how that lawyer's telling them, look, it's bigger than y'all personal issue. Let's get this money. So
right.
Yeah.
What did y'all think about this? This was one of my favorite parts. Break this one down, Inga.
Look at this horn here. So he
this was my favorite
here,
scene too.
I love the fact that this part I love. You know what I'm saying? Like you get to the point where you got so much money that you go back and buy the building. I mean, buy the apartment or whatever that he was. And people, the department that his mama was the maid in, and buy all the clothes. He said, "Yeah, no, because I wore all your hand-me-down clothes. All your stuff came to me, all your hand-me-down clothes and hand-me-down food." And he said he bought. If she tried to take that mink coat with her, he snatched that thing off.
He snatched that damn coat.
Yeah, she snatched. Yeah. And then threw everything out the window off the balcony.
Yeah, they was like, we don't need your money. Like, why are you trying to come and buy this place? But she was down with it way before him. What's up, Brillo? He said,
hey, Brillo, thanks for coming through. Look, I like the fact that he
I know whoever was down there when he was throwing them fur coats, baby.
And if you was on the other end on the ground and somebody you see fur coats coming You know, you grabbing the first coat, you gonna grab the jury. He was throwing everything out, jury, everything, just throwing it out there. And then the mama walks in, and unfortunately, we used to have to be domestic people. They wouldn't
Yeah.
give us any. Oh, something the mother also said too. He said, when you gonna live here now. She said, "What are you talking about? I can't live here. They'll hang me out this building." And she said, "Jewish people can't even live in this building."
Right. They
So
You know
wasn't
what got
supposed
me
to
with her?
be
I
there.
didn't. This didn't transition well to me because to me she sounded like a runaway slave, and I was kind of annoyed with this. And somebody had to take me down a peg or two and say like,
no, no, but
"That's
that's
how
how.
people. That's how
Yeah.
people was when they came from
Yeah,
the
because
south up
remember
north."
when he when
Because
she
she
when
probably
he
come
when
from the
she first
South,
was
moved to New York, and she,
mhm.
that's the mentality. Is yeah,
Yeah, when she first was waking him up, she thinking it's the damn, lawyer that's there in the bed because she's the maid for them. So then it's like, well, what the hell are you doing here? And she even at one point was like, boy, you on that stoplight,
Hmm.
you
yeah,
bugging
yeah.
out.
She
She's
said,
like,
"I
what
knew
the
you
hell,
was gonna get on them drugs."
Right, and then
Yeah.
he's like, "No, sit down, mama. Like this is for you. I bought this for you. You don't never have to work a day in your life." But for somebody that's been used to working and doing for themselves their whole life, she's like, "What the hell else am I supposed to do?" So I can
And
kind of understand what
they
she's
don't know
saying at the
anything
same
else
time.
but to be a domestic
Yeah,
and
she
things
was
like
like,
that.
"I've been this way my whole life, and you was never able to accept it. It's like you have the issue with it. I don't."
Well,
And
she
then
doesn't know anything else. I mean, I
exactly,
bet you
Exactly.
her,
You see
she
how you
probably
breaking
can't.
it down? That's how somebody broke it
Yeah,
down to
she doesn't
me,
know
yeah,
anything.
Angel.
I bet you most of the people who moved up, who migrated to the north, came from
hmm
the south,
yes,
Hmm.
Mississippi, Alabama, Texas, all these places, Florida, and
North
they
Carolina, because that's
north
where my people
all through
came
the
from.
south, anywhere below
yep.
Virginia, they came, and
Hmm.
so they migrate up to Chicago, New York, all these places,
hmm
and then they bring that same mentality, with them from the south. They don't know anything different. I bet you her mama probably was a worked in the damn picking cotton or something, so
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
'cause
And then
Yeah.
she know he ain't got no legit job. So it's like, how the hell you bought this place for
and
me?
he been
What
in
did
and
you
out of
buy it
prison, so
with?
he been in and out of prison, so she knew he's in the streets, she knew
Right.
that, yeah. So
hmm
um yeah,
And he definitely couldn't comprehend what she was saying. You could tell he was hurt because he really wanted to be able to buy this for her and
to
be able to
provide for
have
her.
people have her have a maid that would cater to her.
A white man, he said, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
hmm
he met well,
Yes.
but he is the right thing with the wrong or what is it? How it go? The wrong thing with the right reasons. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Hmm.
Because there's no way that woman was gonna stay and live in that apartment. She
hmm
just wasn't gonna do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He wanted to give
So,
his mother the
child,
world. So that's why he
he
figured
Oh,
if
I,
he can
I
did.
do
and
that,
I
he
understand. I
could
would
do
want
Yes,
to
it.
do the same
yes.
thing too. I would want to give my mother the world
Right.
if something, even if I'm
Mm-hmm.
getting money the illegal way, first thing I want to do is take care of my mother. But
Mm-hmm.
I could see my mother also saying, "No, I don't want no parts of it."
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, so I guess he took it like, well, if mama don't want it, I'ma take it. He was partying down, and then
that
we see
they was
mama over
jamming.
here crying to Reverend Rufus. He didn't even know that was her. She was like, pray for him. Pray.
Yeah, but when he was in there jamming, when I tell you that James Brown soundtrack, I'm in here and I was in here boogieing. I was like, "Yeah, get
They
it,
was
Sean."
You,
getting
I, I
down,
was
and
in
he was
here
looking
boogieing.
good too. I
I
was
I
like,
showed
was
go
in
this
here
to
ahead,
my
good
boogieing.
sister.
time.
She was like, "What you watching? What
I was,
you
yeah,
watching?"
yeah. I'm telling you. Yeah, and she
Yeah.
I think this was when he started transitioning Rufus
Yeah.
like into the ministry at this point.
hmm
Mhm.
So this was the setup. Talk about this, Moochie. This is what you were saying with the
Oh,
whole.
this was my favorite part, y'all,
Yeah, yeah.
because
Mhm.
he set this whole thing up where dude didn't even know what was coming. And he was like, "You gonna be our token white person." When he said that, and then he said the thing about the he was saying, "Look, you never sit." He's trying to think he's schooling him. You don't sit with your back to the door. When he sat him down next to him, and then you sort of saw his boys at the top.
and
He can
squeezed
do
in on him real tight in the
Yeah.
seat.
Oh, I love this part. This part was good. And then when you get to the other part,
Yeah, that was fire. I like how they
Okay,
set
so he
that
had a
up.
this.
picture, but he had a picture of his family.
Hmm
And
Thank
Hmm
you, One Journey. Appreciate you.
Thank you,
oh,
one
yeah.
Johnny.
He had I think he must have had a picture of his family, right? That's why the man was crying.
Yeah, he started
Hmm
crying. He was like,
Mhm.
"Don't cry, don't cry."
Yeah,
And
because
then they was talking about going to Cali next.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
hmm Yeah, that's true. He said, "Remember, we're breaking the chains. The folks at this time were putting us on top."
Hmm
And
Uh,
see, and for a domestic worker like that, they thought that was a good job.
oh
You know, oh,
Yeah.
I
yes,
got me a
yes,
good job because they not out there
yes.
in the cotton fields picking cotton or
Right.
doing some kind of
hmm
Exactly.
slave type of, that's how they look at it. So they look
Yeah,
at that
back
as
Exactly.
back then, a lot of people from the South was cleaning. Matter of fact,
my
Absolutely.
grandmother was a
my
domestic,
aunt
and
was doing that.
hmm
My aunt used to
yeah,
go and clean
hmm
the white people's
my
homes
grandmother
hmm
took
and
care of
stuff like that.
my father's
hmm
mother. She took care of white folks in DC. On the rich side of DC, they take kids,
Right.
and she was a maid. Same thing. She wore a
Yeah.
uniform and all that stuff.
Yeah,
So
my
Now
aunt was a maid and she did that. Yeah,
I enjoyed this scene as
okay.
well. When they came in with the car and with all these people was around, they had that burnt ass chicken on the freaking table. I said, damn, that chicken was
Look,
burnt
and
worse
they
than
had the
damn Joyce
Italian record
oh,
playing.
toast.
Look, they had the little Italian record playing, like the music.
Yes,
mhm.
yes.
And
Oh,
then
they
we
had
seen
this thing
nothing but
set up
afros
real
on the
good.
roof with hammers.
hmm
See, the problem with and I know we talking, we joking talking about rock and everything. The problem with her, she ain't got the muscle like Blackcaesar did. He had all these guys that come in and take over them Italians, and she didn't never had that. She could never take them down like that. That she don't
She
have the
had
muscle.
muscle. She had muscle the first 2 seasons, and the first war with Unique took out some. The
Hmm.
second war with the Italians took them all out. That's why she just got her family with her now.
Yeah.
Remember, her bodyguard even
All she
gone.
got is Marvin now. She don't got nobody.
Yeah, I like this
Remember,
play. They came
when
from
that
every
series started, she
avenue.
had bodyguards in the beginning.
Oh, that's true.
hmm
They
Yeah, that's
gone
right. Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah. That's true. Yeah, but they came. They had this planned out very good. Yeah.
Oh yes,
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
oh yes. I
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they
like the way
didn't
they
see
came
this
out the
coming.
trunk and all of that.
Mm-mm.
And they was just jumping down from off the roof, like
Hmm
Exactly.
all of them flopping in the damn.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
put all of them in the water when they was done.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it.
so now we starting to kind of feel like, okay, he getting a little too cocky. He's doing too much. This cop already don't like him, and he felt like
Hmm
you're not gonna be able to get all the Italians to back you. You're not gonna be able to get everybody to back you. And as soon as he's saying that, they all walking in like, "What's up? We all here," because they don't got no choice. Like he backed them in the corner to where y'all gotta deal with me. There's no going around me. What you thought about this, Moochie?
I thought that he was. I thought he was. I wanted to be like, don't let them know you too cocky, because then they gonna come at you. But I wanted. I was here for it. I was here for it. I wanted to see what was gonna go on next, because I didn't like. I don't like this police captain.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if he started messing up and doing a little too much, but at the same time, it felt good. Now we get to him actually taking his daddy for a ride, child. What you thought about this one?
When he met his father,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was gonna take him out, but he let him plead his case, and then he come to find out that his mom lied to him,
They wasn't even
and he's
married.
thinking, he was like, we wasn't even married. We didn't get married back then. We just, it wasn't like that. He was trying to explain it to him.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't get money for me when I was in the army. So
Yeah.
But do
it
you
was
feel,
like,
I mean, they didn't go into details, but do you feel like his mom flat out lied to him, or do you feel like it just was something that was never discussed, like he assumed it?
I
he
think it was
assumed.
something that was never discussed, and
Discussed.
he assumed it
Well, remember now,
because the
this
way
was
he saw his mother
1965,
struggle.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, people didn't talk about things like now. We
Right.
all open with our kids, we tell them
Exactly.
too many damn things now. But we,
Hey,
back
Miss
then,
K.
Hi,
hey
Miss
Miss K,
K.
she
She
said she
said I
never saw
never
this
saw this
It's
movie.
one.
on Pluto for free if you want to
Yeah.
see.
hmm
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
just think because people didn't talk about stuff back then, and so
Yeah.
I think he just assumed because you got a mom and a daddy, mom and a papa, that they just happen to be married, but turns out they was just probably shacking up, living together. Nobody talked about nothing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. I
Yeah.
just when
But even
that
with that,
happened,
he shouldn't have just walked off like he gonna get a pack of cigarettes and don't never come back. He shouldn't have never just walked off. You know.
did you see the with the did you hear what the reverend said to him? Now you gonna go after your mama now?
Right. Like,
I
what's
was
your
Exactly.
like,
limit?
what?
Yes. So I did not like this part. Anybody,
And
this triggered the hell out of me. Anybody want to
this
talk
is the
about this?
scene that did
Because
not transition
the thing
well.
that kills it is he says to his mama, "I got a lady now. You would love her. She's a good woman. She's saying I'm about to make her my wife." And then you come into. I know this is the times. I get it, but
Yeah.
I was like, "No,
Well, you
Tommy,
know, it's
no."
never okay for the R word. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I can't believe he
He said,
said
"You
the
want me
R
to
word
R
and
you?"
was like all right with it.
I was like, "Okay, Fred Williamson, I love you, but I had to take a point off for that." You know.
Well, look, let's be safe to say he did not write the dialogue. This is the writer, so do not blame the
And
man.
also, if you listen, a lot of these movies, a lot of these things happen in all these
Yeah, a
movies in
lot of
the
these
70s.
movies was doing this
In
at
the
this
60s and
time.
the
I'm
70s, it was,
like,
yeah.
that was not
Mm-hmm.
cute at
That's
all.
why I
And
don't.
they talking about they cut out the end, and they should have cut that because that was not needed to be in there at all. Like,
Yeah,
They
and
didn't
oh,
even.
you want
They
to
could
be
have.
odd,
that's
you
why
like being
I don't
odd.
get mad.
Yeah, and she was like, no, 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 and then you see her submit.
Well, it was feeling good to her. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Here you go.
It was
Look, so
feeling
now
good.
are
She
we
was
are we
like, "No,
wrong?
no, listen,
Are we wrong?
no."
Because no, I'm asking you though. Never mind. Let me don't get on that because if
I,
certain people was here, they would have been
listen,
really going off.
oh yeah,
But
I
we'll leave
know.
that
Yeah,
there.
but see, I don't get upset over things like this because you have to remember the time. We're not talking about 2024.
Yeah, and this is the
If this
problem
was
with
not
people
now,
now.
we'd be like,
They
"Oh
keep
hell
bringing
no," and we'd be protesting the thing and all that. But this was that time, so I'm not saying it was
exactly.
right. It just what it
This is
it is
when
what it
a
was. You
woman
know?
used to be submissive to all men.
Yeah, yeah. I
And
mean, it's just I don't get all
look,
hung up on.
RC said this scene here.
Yeah, I didn't like
Yeah,
this scene. It triggered me. I was like, we could have cut this, okay? Then we want to try to give her a damn gift after. I was like, and she
Uh-huh.
threw that box right there.
mm-hmm.
But okay, so this didn't transition well. And
Yeah.
this
And
is the
Kendall. Well,
problem
look
with
what. Wait a
people.
minute. Wait a minute. Read what Kendall just said.
You're right,
Kendall.
Kendall. People
Kendall
are
and I on
too
the
damn
same page.
sensitive.
Oh, no. People are sensitive these days. I completely agree with that. But I also agree that certain things that we could get away with as far as films and different things of that nature in this time is definitely not going to fly
Oh
in
no. If they did
2024.
remake this movie,
Yeah, that would
they
not be
couldn't
able
put
to
that
be
in
in
there.
there.
No, they couldn't put
Yeah.
that in there.
They probably will say some. They probably would do some role play thing and make it different. I would do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at the Latin quarters, y'all. I'm
Latin
gonna get
quarters,
back
yes,
in the
I
group
had
and
to
Yeah.
put
yo.
that in there.
Okay, y'all the New Yorkers. Where was the Latin quarters for us people who are not from New York? Where was is okay to that?
That was in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
That
that was
was in the
from
city.
what everything I always read and saw from the documentaries and things people told me. It was the hot spot to go to, right?
Yes,
Yes,
I've been.
absolutely.
This is one of the nights. Remember, I told y'all about the story where I broke curfew. I was here, and I
Mm-hmm.
know damn well. Look, when we went the first time we went, I spent the night at my friend's house, but I was working, and it was the summertime, so I just went to work from her house. But the next time I was supposed to be in by a certain time, and I ain't make it. And then I end up being over in Far Rockaway with some dudes.
RC
And it was some
makes a good
crazy
point
stuff.
right here. Also make a good
Separating that
point.
time for current times. The movies have been canceled today due to that scene. Yeah, of course it would
Oh
have
yeah,
been.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
was
Of course it would
yeah,
saying.
have been.
yeah. They
Like,
couldn't have that in there today.
especially to be like, oh yeah, that's what you like. You want to be art? No, they would definitely not
Yeah,
have
because
that in.
he said it not once but twice.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
So
Yeah.
we, you know, we when we do these black
And then
exploitation movies or
we have
old
to put a
school movies, we
disclaimer and say,
always
look, don't
have
get
to
upset because this is what the time was. You know.
exactly. But like I said, we
Yeah,
always
immediately when I watched it, I was like, "Oh no, this part right here did not age well. Like this in
no.
that first
That's why I
part
was just
here."
getting ready to say. We always ask you. That's one of our questions when we do these. Do these
Hmm.
movies transition well?
Right.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Oh, they
So
said, Moochie, don't let me find out you out there doing the salsa in the
Nah,
forbidden
I
place.
have my look. I have my sweatshirt made and all of that. And you know, you got to go to them. You went there. I saw MC Shan that night and all of that.
Hmm.
I had a good
yeah,
time, but you
everybody
know, I
was
was
trying to
late.
go to Latin quarters, baby.
Mm.
So he got her performing there, and he's telling his, best friend, "You gonna go ahead and go with her. We gonna try to get her albums off the shelf, even if they not moving. You
He
buy
said,
all of
you
them up."
buy 'em.
Yes, huh?
That was funny. He said, if
Yes.
nobody was buying 'em, you buy 'em. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But oh, but
But that's what they used to do.
but also
Mm-hmm.
that when he said take her out to California, because I already knew the movie, so I was thinking to myself, that's when the whole thing gonna go left, you
No,
know.
Mm-hmm.
I've never suspected this because
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember this. When he was, you know, that's his boy, that's his man. Like, listen,
But he didn't suspect
that's his
nothing.
homeboy.
Yeah.
So he
Oh, and
was
I
like,
love this
look,
song by James Brown. When
Yes.
Mama's
tell us
dead.
the name of the
Oh,
song.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the name of the song. I just know he started off with saying Mama's dead. I don't know if that's the name
Yeah.
of the song or not.
Mm-hmm.
I had to
We
look and
immediately hear that, and we see them at the funeral. You don't really know, like, exactly, what happened with her. We just know that she passed
it's a
But
away.
you
time
know
jump,
what
right?
bothered me about this scene, Tamika?
Mm-hmm.
Why you ain't bring your woman to this?
Nobody came, and I think they
She
Nobody
had
asked
she was gone.
him.
came.
Wait a minute, y'all. She was gone to California by
I
this
know,
time.
but
Yeah, she
still,
was
you had
gone.
nobody there.
That's what I think either the Reverend or
Even
his
the
dad
Reverend
asked.
said that. He
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
where is everybody? All
Yeah,
yeah.
of
because the
these people
mother
you had
still was
around with you
respected.
partying and stuff.
Everybody knew
Mm-hmm.
the mother, like she was respected in the neighborhood. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
Hmm. But everybody you had around you, you always, you know, I'm thinking about the party when he had all those people around him, all these other women. You mean to
Yeah,
tell
but
me
you know how people are,
nobody
they're only
came?
there for the good time,
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
then he
But wait a
actually
minute, how
asked
long is
his
the time? How
dad.
long is the time jump? Y'all think? Is it a month, 2 months? I mean, what's the from the last time we saw the mama to now? We don't know, right?
We
Yeah,
only
they
saw the
didn't
mother
say.
one time. That
Yeah.
one time when she came in the apartment to clean it.
Mm-hmm.
No, we saw her again when she was crying with Rufus.
Yeah.
I was yeah.
I think it might
That
have
was the
been
very
like a
last
month
time
or
she was
two.
grabbing on
They didn't
Rufus' leg
specify
crying.
it. They didn't
The
specify
name of the
it.
song is "Mama's Dead." Yeah, because I was just
Yeah.
Hmm.
looking up on yeah. And James Brown was singing the hell out that song too.
Yes.
Yeah, rest in peace to him. But the daddy was like, "No, I'm going to pay respects to that woman. She was a good woman. You know, he
Yeah.
knew he did wrong by the woman.
He
You
knew
know,
he did
Yeah.
wrong. That's why he
Yeah.
came there. Cause he was like, that's why he said that's why I came. She was a good woman. When he said that,
Mm-hmm.
I like you know, you gotta respect him even though he didn't take care of his kids. But you
right,
know.
right.
Yeah. And then he was asking him if he wanted to come back, with him, and he told him no. Now, child, when he had to put this lady out the house, she really thought she was about to come over there and give him some.
Exactly. She
Hmm.
wanted to go and get
With
some
her
of that black chocolate bar.
with her snitching behind, she gonna make
Yeah.
sure she look. Everybody knows.
Yeah, you the
Everybody knows
only
that
one
they're
that don't
together. You're the
know.
only
I'm
one that
glad
don't
she told
know.
him though, because otherwise he probably wouldn't have known right away. I'm
I
glad.
Hmm.
know, but I was just like, dang, she was just desperate to get laid. That's why she told him what she told
Yeah, she was mad because he put her
Okay,
out.
Suburban, we're not going with this today now. It's
him.
Sunday.
Wait, he said Moochie out there like a Diddy accuser. You know what? You go sit down somewhere, man.
Exactly. I put him on the prayer list.
So of course now he rolled up to
What
the
you say? You
house
gonna put him on the prayer list?
Yeah, I'm gonna pray for him.
and he see them together.
Yo,
beat the mess out
he
of
was
Joe.
heartbroken.
Yeah.
The way he knocked dude down the stairs.
Okay, who's wrong in this situation? Joe and Helen, they wrong, right? That was his best friend and
They
his
both
girl.
on. That's his best friend.
They
Mhm.
wrong, but at the same time, he knew this lady did not want him. It's like all the other ladies wanted him, and he didn't want them, and he wanted this lady. He wanted to make her his. But when it's all said and done, now her and Joe is spending more time together than him,
Mm-hmm.
and you know,
And Joe a goody two shoe too.
he's a good man.
He's a good man, Savannah. He's a good man.
And Joe was a good man.
He was a good
Yeah,
man.
he was a good man. He was
He
a
was.
lawyer, he was an attorney.
Yeah. He was the man. He was about to
They
box
live
up
in look
both
at
of
that
them.
nice big old house they living in Beverly Hills.
Yes, they
Yes.
was chilling
Real
there.
good.
And he was a lawyer. Look, only thing that's messed up is look, I'll stay here though. I'm gonna stay here with it.
Did you see what R.E. Mills said at 7:07 p.m.?
Hold on, let me go up. Let me scroll up to see what RE said. I think I responded to it. Oh no, I didn't see that one.
Wasn't prevalent. It can't be remade without some elements being left out. Oh yeah, I wouldn't want it to be remade though.
Even right
Some
here
things
when he
I
was
don't want
slapping
them
Helen,
to remake. But if they
even
did,
when
they
he was slapping
definitely.
Helen in the face, they
I
couldn't
feel
do
like
that, man.
we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think this should be remade. Leave it
No.
alone. Like I
Yeah.
said, I would love for a movie theater to re-show some of these black exploitation movies.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
just me.
RC said they were wrong, but he ain't had to slap her down like that. That's what I'm saying. They couldn't do
Yeah.
that now
No,
with the slapping and
they
things.
couldn't
Not
do
like
that. Then somebody be like, "I'm calling the police on you."
And she was like, and then she was so damn happy. I was like, oh girl.
Yeah,
He not
he didn't want
dude
to
down
kill.
a flight of stairs.
He didn't want to kill Joe because Joe was his
Yes.
his best friend, like a brother
Yes.
to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, that was quite interesting. So now we have got together and we are like, yeah, this Negro, he doing too much. He in charge of too much. He done got too uppity for us. So we trying to see if we can take him and all his people out. So now we just got hits going down everywhere. We just start seeing them running up on all his peoples, trying to eliminate them one by one. And they was doing a pretty good job of it. Okay. And then they go see daggone Helen child. What y'all thought about this?
And then she done had 2 kids now. But
Yes, yo, I couldn't believe it. She was like fast with it too.
They did say she hadn't seen him in 2 years, so we know it's a time jump now. So she said I hadn't seen him in 2 years. But I did not like how this racist grabbed up on this baby, put the baby in his lap, rubbing the baby on his face, and I did not like it. I just it pissed me off, because I can't stand these.
Well, we know she got 2 kids from him, and he made sure he stopped all his work. So they not even making money like how they was making.
She can't get no jobs singing.
He can't get no jobs singing nowhere because he shut everything down after they did what they did to him.
Yeah. He put the word out. Even he couldn't even get a job as an attorney. So,
no.
That means that Tommy had a lot of pull.
Oh yeah, he did.
All across the state of California.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a lot of pull.
And he didn't even live in that state.
No.
Right. So
I did not like this man grabbing up on this baby.
I didn't like that either.
That bothered me too, and
said,
that bothered me.
She basically said she was going to do this and she would do it for her. Now he still ended up trying to go in the damn room with the newborn baby, and he pushing her back. I'm like, what the hell? So now I didn't understand how Tommy didn't catch on to this. I was like, love is blind. I guess he still had a soft spot for her because I would have been like, why are
Yeah.
you coming over here all
Yeah,
of
you
a
see,
sudden?
he had that
Now
gun, a
you want
Tommy
to
gun.
be,
Yes. Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
gonna heavy up and grab the damn key and grab her purse. Oh, I gotta go. I'm gonna
You
meet you
see,
tomorrow.
the way to
She
take down
came
a
here, the
man is
way she came
always
here
the
with
kitty
that, I
cat.
was kind of pissed off with her with this. But
She
she
called
feel
herself
like,
trying to take him down. That's what it
yes.
was. And the way to take down a man is always that kitty cat. They fall for it
She
every
went
time.
there and
Samson
seduced
and
him.
Delilah's in the Bible, you know what I'm saying? So it happens
She
every
went
time.
and seduced him and everything, yo.
Yeah, and he fell for, but you would think he would. I agree with Tamika. You would thought he would have been smarter,
Yeah,
like he could still get the kitty cat from her, but not be like. But he let his guard down.
exactly. So
Yeah, because he was still
comfortable
in
and
love with
letting
her.
his
Because he was
guard
really in love
down.
with
He
her.
was in love with her. Yeah,
He was
Yeah.
in love with her. That's why he let his guard down.
the power of the
hmm
bee. Kendall said, "That's right." Yeah.
Oh,
So, child, now he went over here
and
to Tiffany's, bought this gift. He thinking she meeting him. This was really a scene right here, too, honey, because, baby, even though they caught him, he was still moving, baby. They
Okay,
had
but
the
wait a minute.
ambulance
Okay,
coming.
he was. Hold up. He was buying her gift at the Tiffany's.
Yes.
He knows that she was still with Joe because she even said, "I got
Right.
her back."
Exactly.
So what was you
she
gonna be
set
doing?
him up. She
Even if
set
this
him
didn't
Exactly.
up.
happen, what was he gonna do? Be playing both on back and forth?
Exactly. That didn't make no sense because she still was with Joe and had two kids by him. Obviously, the people that came there, because even if she would have been trying to say she was going to refuse to help, basically, by that man holding her baby and where the other baby was at, that was letting her know, like, well, we'll take you and your kids. You don't help us with
Mm-hmm.
this,
Yeah.
basically. And then they got this set up because the lawyer was able to find out, like, oh, well, he do have the what was it, the box, I forget what it's called, that holds the money, the ledgers or whatever, and they knew
So
where
it
he
was
was gonna be at. So and yeah, that was the purpose for her getting
safe
the key
deposit,
for it.
safe
Yeah, the
deposit
safe
box or something.
deposit.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now we got the upper hand on him. Finally, we got something we could use over him. And then they even had the police and the ambulance come in once he got shot. Like one of those was supposed to get to him first so we could know he was going to be taken out. But he was smart. He jumped in the cab. He was rolling all around the floor, holding on to the
Exactly. And
wall.
he paid him $500 to get him to that hospital. He was like,
Yes.
go up on the sidewalk. When he went up on that
Yes. And
sidewalk.
they were still
Um,
chasing behind the cab everywhere he
R.E.
Mm-hmm.
went.
Mills said, "Ladies, we should do Lady Sings the Blues." I'm sorry, R.E. We
Oh,
already
we
did
We
that.
did
already
that,
did
baby.
that,
Yeah,
Ari.
we
Go check,
did
Yes.
that.
look.
We got
Check
go
the
to
list,
Tamika or
y'all.
Mootie's page. It's in
Yes.
there.
You
We
gotta
already
go.
did Lady Sings the
Matter
Blues.
of fact, I'm gonna share the playlist in the community tab because we've been doing these throwback movies for over a year. We done covered a lot, and we got a lot more coming. Actually, I gotta put out the new poll too.
Yup, and
Usually, whichever way they fall is how we review them. So this was the last
exactly.
one of the last set that we had
This
out.
was the last one of the first set that we did a
hmm
year ago. So
Mhm.
y'all, we getting ready to put a whole bunch of movies back up into the poll, and y'all gotta vote, and then we do them in what order.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah, because
split it up one
our
day,
emails, we want you
1
to
week,
still be
1
with us
month.
now in the comments. So
Uh-huh.
don't
This will be
Yes,
the last Sunday of
absolutely.
the month. We always do it the
hmm
last Sunday of the month.
Yes,
And the next one is on me, right, Tamika?
yes,
All right.
yes.
this
Yeah,
racist
so
cop though, I
he was
wanted to
fighting
slap
for
him.
his life, y'all, and he
Yeah,
choked
he was.
homeboy up right in broad daylight with his shot.
Yes.
I said, "Come
Wait a minute, he
on
got
now."
shot in the wait a minute, he got shot in the gut the same way Marvin did,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yes.
hmm
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely giving them a run for their money. They wasn't gonna take him down easy. Now he
boy.
go over here
Wow.
to Reverend Rufus, and Reverend Rufus, child Moochie, what was Reverend Rufus doing?
This fool. I was so mad at this because you know you lying to your mans. How you trying to act like you can really heal him? And he like,
Okay.
no, I need you to get me the XYZ. He trying to heal, brother. So to me, Tamika, was he down with the
No,
What
I honestly, the way I interpreted it, I feel like he really started believing after the mother passed or whatever, and he
Yeah.
got caught up into it because at first he didn't even realize he was hit, and then when he realized it, he just started praying even harder
He
instead of
found
him
the
being
Lord.
like.
He
Instead of him
found the
being like,
Lord.
let's
Yeah.
get him help, he over here praying. He was looking at, and remember, he even slapped him a couple times.
Yeah, that was funny as hell. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to bust out laughing. He slapped him across his
I
face a
wanted
couple
to
times.
get the
But
clip
he
for that
found the
part.
Lord. He
Yo,
found the Lord.
I wish
And
you would have told me. You know, I would have did it. I
mhm.
wish you would have told me because I was so mad at him in this scene because I was like, yo, we wasting time right here. Do
Okay,
it.
answer Kendall's question, y'all.
Will y'all be doing more throwback movies during Black History Month or still once a month? You know what, Kendall? We was
Uh,
talking about this right before we started the live,
yeah,
and we're gonna
because
discuss it
yeah,
a little
I
more because
definitely
Tamika's
got
ready to
some
do something.
yeah, I definitely got some different things that I got planned for Black History. Y'all know I did it last year, and I wanted to continue it because y'all know that Black History is more than just 1 month. Okay, it's every day, all day, 365 days. 7 days, 24 hours, all that good stuff. So. I'm gonna try my best. I do got some things planned out. We still, of course, gonna be doing this. Then I got the flashback movies which I owe y'all. And I got some other things I'm gonna be working on. We gonna have Black History trivia, and we gonna definitely talk behind the scenes and see what other things we could come up with. But yeah, that's gonna be going down. Okay.
Exactly.
But yeah, this part had me cracking up when he was slapping him like that. He was literally in a daze, and he was looking at him like, "Yo, you really lost your mind." So that's the
Mm-hmm.
way I took it. But
Yeah, no,
maybe
that's
you're
true. I
right.
don't think he was in on nothing. I think he got caught up in his. He really thought that he got saved and he found the
Yes.
Lord
Yes.
and
Yes.
all of the stuff. So, I mean, I'm not gonna say he didn't. Maybe he didn't
Yeah.
want to be a con artist no more. He wanted to really
Right.
do the right thing.
That's how I was taking it. Now he called. Now this part pissed me off too because I was kind of 50-50 with Helen. Some things I can understand. Some things I'm like, girl, this pissed me off because now you supposed to care about Joe, right? You got kids with
Mm-hmm.
him.
Mm-hmm.
When he calls, first you lie, you don't tell him who it is. Then he picks up and he talks to him, and you still let him leave out the damn house. And you go to and go sit down with the damn kids. I said, that's it. You ain't gonna tell him nothing. Like it's your fault that this is happening in the first place, and she didn't even say anything. Am I bugging?
Right.
Because she's stupid. She
Yeah.
was she
Yeah.
was trying. She first of all, I was mad when she picked up and hung up the phone. You shouldn't have did that. He asked who it was. You should have been straight up because then he probably wasn't in the. You could have prevented all of this from happening.
Yeah. Well, it gets worse when Hella been Harlem. I'm just saying we might have to
You
talk
know
about that
what?
one at another time. It gets worse with
No,
her in
Yeah,
Hella
no,
y'all
sis,
know
Harlem.
we got that on the list too.
We might
that's
have to
on
do
the
this.
list. We
Yeah,
might look. We might
we
just
might have
start
to go
that
right
off
into that
with
one
that,
because
and
she
then
it gets worse with her in that one. Yeah, so
Tamika, we could look. We could start Hella in Harlem, the first one, and then everybody vote for the rest.
mhm.
Okay, that sounds
Because
I
like a
mean, because
plan.
that sounds like a plan.
it
Look,
continues
so
the same story with
February,
the same character. So
exactly.
yeah.
So we're gonna
Um,
start off with that. It's on me. So yeah, I'll be
and
willing to
poor
do it.
Joe, he really, because he knew that Tommy did a lot of things wrong, but that was still his brother, and he wanted to say, he said, "I'm
Yes,
gonna save his life." He said, "I'm at least try to save his life."
she was ready to let him.
Inhale, hail Rock. We just said
Exactly.
that 2 seconds. We said you should review how much. Yes, we're gonna do it. We have to.
We gonna do it.
Exactly.
That's next here. And
So of course, child, like Inga said, we get over
That's a
here
hell of
talk.
this garbage in
What
both
the
of them.
hell was wrong with Joe though? I need them to have a little bit more sense. Y'all know how I be having my people that piss me off. I needed Joe not to think that he could slap this man while he holding a damn hammer in his freaking hands.
you know why? Because Joe is this.
Joe was a good guy. Yeah, he
Joe
was.
is a square.
He
A
definitely
square
was
girl.
the L7. How's it go?
Yeah, look like a
Yeah, the
square.
L7. Yeah,
An L
he
with a
yeah
square.
yeah yeah. She was. First we was rooting for Helen because of the first scene we talked earlier. We talked about what he did to her, but after wow, Yeah, I'm with RC. I was done with Helen at this point.
I was mad at Helen once she picked up the phone and hung it up, RC. I was mad for
Yeah,
real.
I was done
Hey,
with her.
Tommy.
So of course we see that this daggone cop, he even took out the freaking lawyer. He just going around taking everybody out at this point. And the lawyer was swearing he was being so slick. And then he gonna have Tommy go back to shining his shoes like he did when he was a kid. Talk about it, Inga. What was when he started being his?
Yeah, them kids. Well, first of all, I look. Oh, let me get to the
start from the top, girl.
The racist guy. Yeah, I was cheering. I was like, yes. When he was beating the hell out that racist guy. I mean, with the shoe shine box, just beating him down. I loved every minute of it. Then he poured the black shoe polish all over his face, making him say Alabama something. I forgot what it was. What is it, Mooch? You probably wrote it down. What did he tell him to say?
I ain't write it down, but I know he was saying, he was talking about everything with his mom.
Yes, because the mother came from Alabama to New York.
He was triggered from when this same man knocked him down the stairs. This same man broke his leg. This same man, he was just thinking of everything that made him angry and beating the mess out of him. And I was here for it, y'all. Yo, I was. You know how you be glad when you see somebody getting their behind whipped in a movie? Like, just, you know what scene this remind me of, y'all? Do y'all remember the scene with New Jack City when Ice-T was beating up Nino Brown?
Yes.
That's what it reminded me of. You was glad that this dude was getting his behind whipped.
Yes.
You was glad he was getting his behind whipped.
Even though Tommy is a villain, but we root for him now, you know.
Nah, we root for the bad. This is when you. This is a movie when you root for the bad guy.
Yeah.
Because he had a whole thing set up.
Our emails. Thank you. I'm glad that you found us, and I'm glad to have you joining us. There's no worries. You know, you part of the family now. Make sure you come through and come back and check us out again.
And he got his karma, Kendall.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, Kendall. He did get his karma. But this was one of my favorite
getting diluted
scenes.
by the time he was losing a lot of blood. By the time he went back to his old.
It was so crazy how many things he went through, and he made it.
You know what? I wish we would have heard this conversation with him and the young kids. Because I wanted to hear what was going on when they was like, what led to them like beating them down, like what was he saying to them? I wish we would have heard this conversation, being that I never saw Hell Up in Harlem.
Oh, please,
this is gonna be like a first for me, so I'm glad that I'm reviewing it.
I could understand why they originally cut this ending out. Because, like I said, this ending was originally not shown everywhere. The only place I think it was being shown at the time was in European countries. So in America, they didn't have this.
So I'm gonna ask you this: did they show when you say the ending was when
as far as him being taken out by the kids? That was not in the movie. They had cut it, and then it was put back years later once they got released to VHS over here. But we didn't used to see this ending over here.
Maybe that's why they took it out, because they had the part 2.
Right.
Because if this happens, that means the kids took them out, right, Tamika? So yeah, they had to get rid of this.
Yeah. It makes sense. It definitely makes
watch
sense.
The Hell Up in Harlem, because then it's all tied together.
Yes.
Look.
It starts from this scene here, the beginning of the movie. So it starts from the scene here.
I want to see if it's on Pluto, y'all. We gonna have fun. So y'all got a whole month to watch this ish.
Yes.
Y'all got a whole month, because I'm gonna have trivia and the whole 9. I want to have fun with this.
Yeah, you guys. That is basically. I was about to say that's Hell Up in Harlem. That is Blackcaesar.
It's on YouTube, Mochi. It's on YouTube, Hell Up in Harlem.
Yeah, usually when we say that, you know what they do.
Sometimes it ends up being, if it is a problem, Y'all should be able to find it on Pluto, but we'll
No,
put it up.
this
We'll
a real
let you
movie. This
know
a real
Look, we
movie.
where
gonna
you
put it
able
out.
to
If
watch it.
it's on Pluto, we gonna have fun with this.
Mm-hmm.
We gonna have fun with this. And listen, I'm gonna just tell y'all this: hold on to y'all hats, put y'all wigs on tight, because when Pam Greer birthday is, we gonna go in. When it's Pam Greer's birthday month, we're going in. So I want to say it's May.
Yeah, I think it's May. Moochie, what you got going on? What you got coming up? Tell the people what's
What I
happening.
got going on, what I got coming up on my channel tomorrow, we will be doing Mondays foreshadowing moments. We'll be doing foreshadowing moments. We got some trivia going on. Thank you, RC. It is on YouTube, y'all. So
Yeah,
y'all
it's
got a
on
Mm-hmm.
whole
YouTube.
month. Look,
Yeah.
y'all know it's on me. So the last Sunday of February, we're gonna be doing Hell Up in Harlem. So
Mm-hmm.
y'all know this, come back for it. Tell your friends so we can have more people, so we could chop it up. So, but like I said, tomorrow we are doing the Monday foreshadowing moments. Tuesday we will
Wait a
be
minute.
doing the trailer
NL
breakdown.
Hancock said that Harlem looked like this during that time, and y'all can answer better than me.
What?
And
Uh,
said, did it look like that during that time? Friend
Yeah,
said
we talked. You
she's an
must have
Atlanta
been not
native.
on at the beginning. We talked about Tamika being
yeah,
a little girl
Well, she might
walking
just
yeah,
through the
came on.
streets of that. Yeah, you might
yeah,
have just came on.
yeah.
Look,
We talked
go
about it
back
in the
and
beginning.
catch the replay, y'all, because we talked about
Mm-hmm.
we had some not trivia, but we had some fun facts. So check out the
Right.
fun facts
Yes.
that we do. Whenever we do these old school movies, we have fun facts, and we break down the movie.
Yes.
Hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it is on YouTube. Hell up
It's
in
Yes.
on
Harlem. So
Hell Up in Harlem is on YouTube.
yeah.
So if you, like I said, we'll be doing that the last Sunday of February. Tomorrow we'll be doing the foreshadowing moments for Raising Canaan, and we'll be
Mm-hmm.
doing looking at the trailer and breaking it down.
Hmm.
I am dropping uploading a trailer breakdown for tonight, so that way tomorrow y'all could be on it. And we are doing trivia for Raising Canaan tomorrow too, with them foreshadowing moments. Tuesday we will be doing the foreshadowing moments, the trailer breakdown for Hightown. Myself, Tamika, and Inga. So y'all need to put y'all notifications on tonight at 9. We will be doing all the Queen's Men. We're gonna be at Club Eden with Tika and EJ, the TV junkie, myself and Tamika. You know, BX is busier than me. She be doing her thing.
Hmm.
Next, we also will be doing we also will be doing like I said, Hightown. So we do Hightown on Fridays and the watch party for Thursday, and we might pregame. Depends on how everybody feel, because we be staying up late doing this whole watch party and the first reaction. So please be
Hmm.
sure to tune in for those. Keep y'all notifications on. Check the links. If you are not subscribed to myself and Tamika's Den, please subscribe and holla at your girl. Thank you, Tamika. I felt like I was going winded
Yes.
tonight.
No, that's okay, girl. We have some new people in the building, so welcome to y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. We appreciate it. Okay, all of y'all that's already been rocking with us, we appreciate y'all. And of course, just piggybacking off of what Mucci said. Usually, when we have the panels, we all together. So of course, Raising Canaan. Now we added in Hightown. We got some other stuff we trying to work on behind the scenes. I usually do like self-care Saturdays and what you should be watching the first Saturday of the month. I have trivia the second Saturday of the month, and the fourth Sunday, like Moochie said, we do the Throwback Sunday movies. I also have just added in 2 new segments, even though I'm behind y'all, but I thank y'all for being so patient with me because I've been dealing with a lot, but I'm going to get to it. We're going to have my Mafia Mondays and Flashback Fridays. So the last time around, it was Warriors and Purple Rain. I think this time
Mm-hmm.
around is going to probably be Bronx Tale and Last Dragon. Maybe sometime next week. Just hang in there with me. And then we got stuff that we planning for
Last
Black
Dragon.
History Month.
Look,
We're
I
gonna have
might
some
jump
Black
on the Last
History
Dragon
trivia
with her
too.
and Brock still. You
Yes,
are
you know
the
you want
last
it.
dragon.
Show
All
enough.
right.
Show
In the
enough.
power
Right.
of your glow.
Who's the
Show
master?
enough.
Okay, we're gonna get into it. So definitely keep your notifications on. Shout out to all of y'all for coming through. And I'm gonna put the poll up within maybe today, tomorrow.
Kendall want to know what's Mafia Mondays.
That is
Mafia
all
Monday?
mafia, mobsters, hood classic, Kendall. All of those type of movies. You know, I got a long list, long list. Okay, we
Oh,
gonna
that
be
list will
getting
be
into it all.
will be real long.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
We
yeah.
movies.
are, Sharon, we are supposed to be talking about Griselda. We trying to work out our
Yes,
schedule.
yes, we got to get our
Tamika is like
schedules
the hardest
together.
working person
Are
in
you going to do
Houston.
Godfather? Because that's a
Yes,
long
we
list.
Yes,
gonna.
we got that
Yes,
on the list
we
too. Me and
already
Moochie
talked
already
about
been
this.
Okay,
We
talking.
because
already
it's
Yeah.
talked
long.
about this. Listen,
Godfather
we
1,
doing
2,
the
that's a long
Godfather,
one.
and we gonna have some
Yes,
trivia. Y'all need to
yes,
brush up, get y'all
yeah.
skills
So
up.
y'all go ahead and
We
watch
gonna be
that.
doing this.
Yeah, we definitely gonna be getting
Me
into
and
some
Tamika
things.
already talked about the Mafia Monday
Yeah.
thing. So yeah.
And then I'm gonna have the celebration, you know, shine a light, Black History, all throughout February. Where I'm supposed to fit all this stuff in, I don't know, but y'all know I'm gonna make it happen. All right, y'all. We thank y'all so much for coming through and joining us. Definitely appreciate y'all. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday. If y'all watch All the Queen's Men, of course, come through later to Club Eden and hang with us. You know, shout out to Tika, EJ. They hosted. We'll all be in there partying in Club Eden. All right. If not, see y'all tomorrow for power. Talk later.
Yeah.
Love y'all.